I'm going to give you 3 examples of multi-step inequality problems. You should write these down and try to understand them as you're going. Maybe you watch the video once without writing them down, and then the second time when you're going through it, write the problems down then. And then once you finish that, then you'll work on the corresponding assignment. The first problem, we have 9 plus 4m is greater than 21. Now we work these just like equations. So this would be a 2-step inequality, and we work it just like a 2-step equation. So we're going to isolate the variable m. We do that by subtracting 9 from both sides of the inequality. And then our next step will be to divide by our coefficient, which is 4. We're left with m is greater than 3. Now to graph this on a number line, we want to show all the numbers that are greater than 3. So at 3 we're going to put an open circle. It's open because this is greater than, it's not greater than or equal to. If it was, it would be a closed circle. And m is greater than 3, so all the numbers greater than 3 are solutions for this inequality. So we graph the line to the right. Our next example, a little bit more complex. We have 3 times the sum of m and 1 minus 4m is greater than or equal to negative 5. First thing we need to do is distribute the 3. So that's 3 times m plus 3 times 1. And we have minus 4m is greater than or equal to negative 5. Now we need to combine our like terms, which we have 3m and negative 4m. When we combine those, we'll be left with negative 1m. So we'll just write negative m. And that kind of crosses those out. Then we still have plus 3. Now in order to isolate this variable, we need to subtract 3 from both sides of the inequality. We have negative m is greater than or equal to negative 5 minus 3, which is negative 8. Now, we're close, but we want positive m. We don't want negative m. So what we'll do here is we'll multiply everything by negative 1. When we do that, what we're really saying is we want to take the opposite of m. We want to take the opposite of everything. So when we multiply by negative 1, we get positive m. We're also going to get positive 8. Now when we multiply or divide by a negative number with an inequality, we have to flip the inequality. So now, since we're taking the opposite of everything, we have to take the opposite of this inequality as well. So we flip it to the other direction. So the solution is m is less than or equal to 8. So if we were to graph this, this would be a closed circle at 8. The reason it's a closed circle is because of that or equal to sign. That means this problem we can put an 8m for m and make it true. So 8 is one of our solutions, and m is either 8 or less than 8. So less than 8 is going to be going to the left. All these numbers are less than 8. All right, our third example. Another multi-step inequality. We have 6n minus 1 is greater than 3n plus 8. Now this one's a little different because we have the variable n on the left of the inequality and on the right. So what we need to do is we need to get all the variables, meaning these two, on the same side of the inequality. So we need to bring them all over to the left. Then we're going to take all of our non-variable numbers, the -1 and the 8, and we're going to take those to the opposite side on the right. This is very easy to do. Since we're going to eliminate this 3n from the right, we just subtract 3n. Now what we have to be careful for is we have to subtract 3n from the like term. So this is 6n on this side. We have 6n minus 3n, which gives us 3n. We have -1 is greater than 8. Now we need to eliminate this -1, so we're going to add 1 to both sides. Then we have 3n is greater than 9. Our last step is to divide by our coefficient 3, and we get n is greater than 3. Now the graph for this, n is greater than 3. This is going to be an open circle because n cannot be 3, but it can be every number greater than 3. So an open circle means it's not 3, but the greater than 3 is going to go to the right. So we have n being not 3, but everything greater than 3.